All right, folks. It's only Martin this week for Emerald City Sports the podcast, but welcome to episode 12, where we're going to talk about the Seahawks who start their first game against the Denver Broncos in the mighty return of Russell Wilson this Monday night football. We're also going to talk about the Mariners and the Scott Service bid for Manager of the Year of the AL. So, without further ado, let's get started. The Seattle Seahawks host the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football this Monday night, and it's going to be a big one because of one person. That is Russell Wilson. Everyone's talking about the return of Russell Wilson, and people want to know, are the 12s going to boo him? Are they going to cheer him? Are they going to do both? Now, me personally, I would probably, I'd give him a clap, a few claps when he comes out of the tunnel. But once it's game time, boo him completely because he's an opponent now. He's not a teammate anymore. This is an opponent that we need to distract and keep him away from making great plays on the field. So hopefully the fans, the 12s at the stadium, get really loud for that game. And we'll see if the 12s boo him or cheer him, but it's going to be really interesting to see. And it's on national television too, so it could really give an impression on how the 12s act during a home game. Now, there are many keys to the game. Now, the Seahawks obviously are many points underdogs because of how the Broncos have been able to build that team around Russell Wilson, while the Seahawks are having trouble with Geno Smith at quarterback. And while they still have some talented players like DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Quandre Diggs, it's going to be a really tough challenge for them to beat those Denver Broncos of Colorado. So there are some certain things to the game. So I guess I'm going to bring back three keys to the game for this. So the first thing is that Geno Smith, he's got to take it easy. No dumb passes. Take what the Broncos defense gives you, because with what they give you, you can just march down the field, first down after first down after first down. It does not have to be a big play. It doesn't have to be the moon ball like what Russell really likes to do. Gino just has to take it easy, take the check downs, take anything that's open, and he will most likely be fine. Because if he tries to squeeze it into a tight window or something, it will most likely go wrong with the way Gino's been playing. The second key is you gotta pressure Russ. Keep him in that pocket. Russell, he's 5'11", not that tall, so keep him. What he likes to do is to get out of the pocket. We've seen this so many times with the last 10 years. Likes to get out of the pocket, extend the play, find a guy open. If the Seahawks pass rush can keep him inside that pocket, it's gonna make it a little harder for him to be able to connect with Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton. And with his height, that's a big disadvantage for him. Along with that, you gotta put a lot of pressure on Russ, make him uncomfortable, make him feel like he's got to do something, because when Russ tries to extend the play, I'd say 30% of the time it could go wrong. So that pass rush really needs to get their A game. Daryl Taylor, Uchenna Nwosu, all those guys, they gotta go crazy with it. And another thing, the final thing, is that come on, just win that turnover battle. It's always been like this. The Seahawks just got to get turnovers. A turnover really helps their chances to win the game. And on that defense, you got ball hawks like Quandre Diggs to be able to get in there, get that pick, and hopefully return it back for a few yards. With a few turnovers, the Seahawks really would have a good chance in this game, but it's a primetime game. The Seahawks, they are in their color rush jerseys and they are on Monday night, and they are pretty good with their record. Now that I think about it, but the Broncos still coming as the away favorites, and it's going to be really hard for the Seahawks to get something going in this game, especially with a lot of people doubting them. But Pete Carroll, DK Metcalf, all those guys, they really do stay positive. So we'll see what happens. Don't forget to watch that game on Monday night. It's going to be on ABC, I believe, and it's going to be the whole nation watching. So the Seahawks really gotta do good. Now we're going to the Mariners here. Scott Service. Everyone in Seattle knows how amazing Scott Service has been for these last 2 years. He's been able to get the Mariners oh so close to making it to the playoffs last year, and this year he's been an amazing manager. There's really a lot of evidence for him to become the AL Manager of the Year. But some experts think otherwise, like Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic, who claims that the Orioles manager might have a better chance just because the Orioles are surviving in the wild card race, which is this is another example of East Coast bias. Come on. Like, how many times are you guys going to forget Seattle? I get it. We're in the Northwest. Not a lot of people talk about us. But that doesn't mean you just ignore Seattle completely. You need to see how Scott Service has been handling these Mariners, bringing up pinch hitters most of the time at a good moment, bringing in bullpen pitchers who will mold them down with a 1-2-3 inning. All these decisions are up to Scott Service, and he's been doing a great job with the Mariners. So I don't see why he wouldn't be the top candidate for AL Manager of the Year. Look, he right now is on his way to leading the Seattle Mariners to becoming to ending their 21-year playoff drought. That itself should just automatically give him Manager of the Year because 21 years without playoffs, and then Scott Service helps lead the Mariners to the playoffs once again. That's a big deal in Seattle. Like, he's going to go down as one of the greatest, probably the greatest manager in history if he's able to do it. So I don't know why people just really love the East Coast, really love the New York teams, anybody on the East, NL or AL, and then just forget about Seattle. It's like this in almost all the sports. Like, you don't see the Seahawks even when they were big. You did not see the Seahawks that often on NFL Network or Fox Sports or CBS on their pregame shows or anything. It was always Dallas or New York or wherever Tom Brady was. So I mean, come on, national media, give the Seattle sports teams more attention because the Mariners right now really deserve it because they are oh so close to getting that wild card spot and being able to just have the whole state of Washington just freak out over them ending that 21-year drought. So that's it for this short episode of the podcast. But I mean, when it's just me, it's a little awkward just talking to myself into a camera right here. I got to get the guys back because we still got to do that debate between Josh and Jacob over who deserves to be that starting QB for the Seahawks. But I mean, yeah, it's just weird talking to a camera on its own. I really need Josh and Jacob back. But for now, we'll end this short episode 12 of episode 12 of Emerald City Sports, the podcast right here. We'll see you guys next time, hopefully with all of us back together. See you guys later. Go Hawks, go Mariners, go every Seattle sports team. See you guys later.